Loafers! Loafers!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of the Fast Break Kids. I am your host, Wiley Lewis. I am here with Josh Adamovich. Jared is gone. He's not here currently, but who knows? Maybe he'll show up.
Maybe he'll make an appearance.
We might have to get backup Jared in. You know, he made an
Backup
appearance
Jared's.
one time.
I do like backup Jared. He was.
So,
he did exactly what you asked him to do.
It's a possibility.
It was amazing.
You know, Jared, it's too bad that you're here, but it's actually a good thing because we wanted to show you.
This was backup Jared, yeah.
Jared. We have backup Jared ready in case you didn't show up.
This is backup Jared.
Josh, you want to grab backup Jared?
Yes.
This is backup Jared. This is
Jared.
like, is this weird, Jared? Like looking in the mirror?
Yeah, this is weird. This is sort of surreal.
I think
Like,
if he had a face,
like he's like,
I
"Yo,
think
guys,
he
what's
might
up?"
be Jared. If he had a face and a head.
Yeah, if he had a head, yeah. I need
The-
some eyebrows, kind of.
Maybe you're like hiding in your sweat, in your your sweatshirt. You're like shy. So like
Like a
this is your
turtle.
head. Like yeah, you're like a turtle. Anyways, this is backup Jared. Oh,
Stop.
backup Jared has been
Hey,
working out.
hey.
Let me tell you.
These abs. Oh gosh.
Abs of steel.
Oh,
So that's first string, Jared.
Oh, hello,
Ladies.
You know, get the chatter down a little more.
No, we
Not
love
as much
Jared.
of the yap yap. Yeah, no, we love the yap yap. We're all about the yap yap.
That makes mine, honestly.
Speaking of which, these two right here,
Is
we
it time?
like to yap yap a lot on the Twitterverse
This Twitter
with
machine.
our phones and such, and this is what we've come to kind of embrace this segment called Express Yourself.
I'm expressing with my full capabilities, and now I'm living in correct.
That's a different thing
I mean,
altogether.
but we do that.
We do
express
ourselves on Twitter.
Yeah,
And
like,
but
that
tonight we're going
happens-
to explain ourselves.
That happens like on the reg, I'd say. That's what we do.
Yeah,
Express ourselves.
absolutely. So we're gonna explain ourselves with some of the stranger tweets that the other has put out there.
I mean, it's
for the universe
it's
to
not like
see.
they're like the strangest things.
No.
Some of them are just gold.
Straight gold,
Straight gold.
pure, unadulterated comedy gold.
It's gold, Jerry.
So Josh, would you like to go first?
I would love to.
All right.
All
What do you
right.
got?
Correct me if I'm saying this incorrectly,
Okay.
please. I want to go with Jairam, rising from the ash like a great phoenix. Hashtag spelling bee.
Yes.
Explain yourself.
Jairam. All right.
Is that his
Watching
name?
the spelling bee. Yes.
Jairam.
His name was Jairam.
Jairam. Okay.
And it was a slugfest. It was a one-on-one duel to the death.
You know, I've
in
never
the
heard a spelling bee described as a slug match or
slugfest.
slugfest rather.
It really wasn't. But you know, those
I like to imagine
commentators-
that it was.
If you listen to the commentators for spelling bee, they always make sports references, like one gut punch after another, something like that. It's like they're two nerds spelling things. And I got nothing against them because they're going to be smarter than I'll ever be.
They're gonna make a lot more money. Yeah, exactly.
And good for them. So, you know, I'm watching the spelling bee, and it's down to these two kids, and Jairam was one of them.
Okay.
And he was on the ropes. Another reference to boxing, which is not. But metaphorically, he was on the ropes. The other kid, he had missed his, and so the other kid had to spell two words in a row.
Oh wow.
And it was like, they called the other kid the machine. They literally called this other kid the machine.
Was he a machine?
He goes up, basically. He kept telling them the definition as he got the word, like he knew the word already.
Wow.
He would go up, and he goes up,
Wow.
spells the first one right.
That's called
All he
confidence,
needs
or is
to
that
do-
cockiness? I don't know what it is.
It's a little bit of both. He's a
Little bit of
machine. It's not his fault. He's
Little bit of both.
programmed to
Little bit
win.
of both.
Or at least he was supposed to. Has to
Wow.
spell the second word correctly, and you think it's in the bag. And Jairam is done, but no, he misspells it.
Wait, who misspells it?
the machine,
Not Gyram.
and Gyram just returns from the ashes like a great phoenix, spells his word right, and they keep going at it, and eventually they tied. They tied. It
They both
ended in a
won.
tie.
Can you
They
do that?
both won. Yes.
Can you do that?
Apparently, it has happened many times in the spelling bee. I think it's ridiculous, but you know what?
Wow.
I think mental fortitude. See how long they can go. If they're exhausted,
How can you have a tie though? It's not like there's a set. I don't know the number, but there's got to be enough words in the English language that are hard to spell.
I know.
That
The machine was given the opportunity, and he short-circuited. And,
what word was it on? Just out of curiosity.
Did he mess it up? Oh, dude, I don't know.
You know what?
You could probably hold it up in front of me right now, and I still wouldn't know how to say it.
We should do one of those. Fast
A
Break Kids Spelling Bee.
A Fast Break Kids Spelling Bee. Well, if that doesn't sound like F-U-N, I don't know what does.
You think I'm kidding? I'm not.
Let us know in the comment section if
I
you
would-
want that to happen.
I
Like
would do
anybody's gonna
that.
comment. We get like one comment maybe. But
It's
keep them
coming.
coming.
Please.
Keep them coming.
Honestly, I would do that though. I would do that without even thinking about it.
All right. Well, we'll put that. We've got it recorded and documented. So if we ever want to think about it, we can come back and
Yeah, we should do
look on
that.
that idea. So that would be the tweet explained.
Tweet explained.
Gyram. Good job.
Great, thanks.
Josh.
Yeah, buddy.
May 4th
Oh goodness.
of this year.
I can only imagine what it could be about.
Peeling an orange one-handed should be an Olympic sport. Now,
did it.
I agree with this, but
you retweeted that.
I did.
If I remember
I
correctly.
did. Explain. I mean, what's the context of this?
All right,
You
let me break it down for you guys. All right. It's late. It's late.
It's late.
You know. I don't know. I can't remember what day of the week it
Okay.
was, but it was a good day. Clearly, I had an orange.
Obviously.
Now this wasn't just any. This wasn't your typical orange. All right. This was not your classic navel. No. I mean, I love those, but no. This was a step up.
Whoa.
This is what they refer to as a cara orange, or even a
Whoa.
cara orange. I don't know how you really say it.
Depending on who you ask.
Depending on who you ask. It could be 6'10", could be 8 feet tall. I don't know.
No.
This is perhaps the juiciest, most flavorful orange that I don't say apple. What's going on?
It was so
Orange
good
that
it was almost an apple.
I've ever had in my life. Not this specific one, but this type of orange.
Right.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right, so I'm sitting there, and I don't know why my other hand was occupied. I believe, if I'm correct here, and it's over a month ago. You
Right.
forget the small details, the minutiae of the matter.
Hey, spelling word.
Minutia.
Minutia.
There we go. Anyways, other hand was doing something. I think I was on the computer. That's what it was. I was on the mouse, and I didn't have enough time, or not enough time. I just didn't. I'm lazy, or rather, I don't know if it's that
You're
lazy.
busy.
I'm
You're
busy.
busy.
I'm busy scrolling. I'm reading an article. I'm busy.
On Gyram.
And anyways, I'm just going to town on this orange. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just like,
Just with one hand.
oh, that's no way.
It was like
That happened?
It's like
oh
you
my
had-
gosh.
two mouses. You're just like,
And then of course use the teeth again.
got to.
To finish it, I did it. I'm pretty sure I did it in less than like a minute. I impressed myself.
That is impressive.
I impressed myself.
Anybody who's ever
and
peeled an orange knows how
and-
ridiculous it can be sometimes.
guess how many pieces of peel there was?
Oh man.
There was one.
Wow. Impressive. I think
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. And that was the inspiration for that.
Well,
Could you imagine if that was a sport? Just
you know what? I probably could.
Boom.
There's some ridiculous sports out there. I'm not going to go into that too much, but equestrian comes to mind as one of the more ridiculous things. But
you gotta tell me twice about that.
Yeah. There's
You
other
know.
ones. The Olympics are coming up. You'll see a few of them in there. It's like, why do we have this sport?
But I'm very excited for the Olympics because
I am too.
because I love the wackiness of some of the games.
No,
I'm just like,
ping
wait,
pong.
they do this? That's awesome.
Ping pong, amazing. Any of the track and field events,
Oh, they're fantastic.
just
I've
awesome.
never gotten
water polo.
I never get so excited. Yeah, water polo. I never get so excited as I do when I'm watching an American run like a 10-kilometer race.
Oh
and
my god!
last lap, just come on, come
At
on.
that point, if you've been watching the whole race.
Oh,
you're
I
like,
do, of course. Because they finally start sprinting, and it's so funny because the whole race is a sprint, basically. Because they're in such great shape. The whole race is a sprint. But then they kick it up an extra notch, and
They don't look like they're
it's
sprinting,
hardly visible, right? But
you're like,
you can tell because
come on, pick it
it's the
up!
last lap. It's like
That's the worst when they lose and they're just like still doing the light jog. You're like, what are you doing? But you don't realize, I mean, at that point, they've got nothing left. If they could go faster, they'd be going faster.
Yeah.
And then a speed walking thing is just ridiculous. But, anyways.
But before you say it, let me just say this too. That orange is fantastic.
That orange is fantastic.
The orange was amazing.
And that's the most important thing, right? If you're going to work at
It's
something,
outstanding.
you got to at least make sure that the end reward is justified. And it sounds like
justify
it was.
the means.
Yeah.
Justified, sir.
So good. Can we explain?
I recommend those. I recommend those oranges. They're fantastic.
Can you please give us the name of those oranges one more time?
The Cara Cara or the Cara Cara.
Depending on who you ask.
Depending on who you ask.
Let's move forward.
Tweet explain.
Next tweet. What do you got?
Oh, this is me. I'm excited about this one. Because yes.
Yeah, okay.
Month-old licorice equals. That was it. No, I'm just kidding. Beef jerky for the everyday sugarholic. Hashtag life lessons. Hashtag still good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you will have remembered the bucket of red vines I had when we were doing the college basketball, college slam. We played college slam.
Yeah.
That thing was pretty full.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. I still have that bucket, and there are a few strips.
Do you still have that bucket?
I still have it, and there are still like 10 sticks.
By the way,
red vines.
because that was on May 27th that you tweeted that, so you still have
I
some.
still have some, and
So
I
this
will
is
go
a month-
get some.
This is about a month and close to 2 weeks now.
Before we get off here, I'll show you how ridiculous these red vines are. But it is like beef jerky. It is impossible to eat them quickly. First of all, they break half the time.
Well, it's licorice. Licorice is one of those things you can't really go overboard on, or else you just kind of lose it. At least for me.
Yeah.
If I eat like 4 or 5 like red vines or even Twizzlers, which has a very, it's not an intense licorice flavor.
No, it's
But
not.
even like 4 or 5 of those, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. Like I don't want to eat licorice
See,
anymore.
I'm the opposite, man. I can get going real quick and in a hurry.
How about black licorice?
No.
So you don't like anise?
No.
Okay.
I'm all about the red. And then, I'll try the variants.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, watermelon. That's good. I like the fruity stuff. But yeah, no, it is like candy beef jerky. It's impossible to chew on. You just have to like put it in like the side of your mouth and just like gnaw on it and like just kind of suck on it. It becomes hard candy, essentially. It's like a Jolly Rancher, which isn't always a bad thing. But
all right,
it is a strange thing.
All right, so give me your top 3 licorice
What do you mean, like
brands.
brands?
Licorice candies, perhaps. Top 3. So
Well, number one, it has to be Red Vines for me, just
Red
because
Vines.
it's classic. And then, obviously, the Twizzlers.
2.
But I will say, there was a small brand that I would get from the Dollar Tree.
Okay.
They're called, I believe it was Switzers.
Switzers.
And they
number
had
3.
a bunch of different flavors. Like, they had blue raspberry.
Licorice, eh?
Licorice and, like, watermelon and stuff. And those were pretty good.
Okay.
Now, there's not a ton of different brands of licorice. So
And let me tell you why.
I think that's all 3 that are actually sold on planet Earth. But those are my rankings.
Oh, now we know.
Personal licorice
Yeah.
rankings.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Now we know.
Now you know.
They're perfect. Okay.
So, tweet explain.
To explain.
Moving forward.
Please. You always have a greatness for me. So, let's hear it.
I really wanted to talk about this on the show as it was, so this is a good time for us. Leicester City. Yo! That's 7 O's and 3 exclamation points. That's freaking amazing. And it is amazing. And we didn't talk about it, and we should, at least for a little bit.
So-
Leicester City, the Barclays Premier League. This is in England.
England people across the pond.
For those of you who don't habla British, we're talking soccer. We're talking football. All right.
And just so we're clear, it's spelled Leicester.
Correct.
It's Leicester or Leicester.
People
So
mispronounce it all the time. It's Leicester City, and
it's
this
not
was
Leicester.
This is one of the biggest.
No, this is the biggest in my opinion.
Shockers.
This is the biggest,
of all time.
the biggest underdog in the history of sports.
5,000 to 1 odds at the beginning of the season. And this is a league where typically you see the same teams at the top.
You
all
see
the time.
Man U, Man City,
Chelsea,
or
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
and Tottenham floats around stuff like
Tottenham,
that. But
yeah.
for
You really, this was,
Cinderella story.
and the thing is, they didn't just win the league. But like I said, I'm like a Cinderella last game. No, they pretty much dominated
From,
the table.
Wire to wire for the most part.
I believe they started. I believe they went on top in November and just dominated the table from the rest of the season on.
And that's the thing too.
It was just incredible.
Kind of like
It was incredible.
When are they going to fall off?
And they didn't.
When is it going to fall off? And then they never did.
And they even got an injury to their lead goal scorer, Jamie Vardy. He was out the last few games for their season, and which could have been huge because,
There was still a chance for Tottenham to take it.
Yeah.
I believe Tottenham was
yeah.
second.
No, what wasn't it? Chelsea? No, it wasn't Chelsea. Either way,
It
though,
was Tottenham.
they were like maybe 3 or 4 games ahead, and they pulled it out.
Yeah.
And they just kept. Oh, it was
kept winning.
incredible.
Just kept winning.
Like I said, that for me is the #1 underdog story in the history of sports.
And something like that just doesn't.
It doesn't
typically
happen
I
ever,
mean,
man.
And Cinderella stories are typically like this.
This is a club.
It's either
Yeah.
a short amount of time,
Right.
like a month,
Like the
run,
NCAA tournament,
right?
Or
Or
the playoffs,
the
maybe.
playoffs in the
Yeah.
NFL,
Right.
or maybe one game,
Right.
just one game where just something crazy happens.
Right.
This is a sustained effort,
Right.
for months,
Right.
and for them to stay on top in one of the most competitive European leagues on this planet. Not European.
Just leagues in general.
Leagues in general.
Especially when you consider it's a soccer league too, which is the most popular sport in the world
Right.
still.
There's a lot of money being thrown around in that league.
Yeah. So.
And it was not in that country, or not for that squad.
And also,
Not a lot
especially,
of money going around
it's also
in
nuts
that
when you look at it too.
team.
This club had been around for I think 100+ years, at
been around
least
for a long
100
time.
years. I think.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time. And this is just it's the most incredible thing I've ever seen in sports.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, I don't.
Congratulations to them. I wish that I could have paid more attention throughout the year. I'd hear about it here and
right.
there, here and there. But
And I want to see this just continue to rise for them. I want to see them become like the NFL's version of New England. That's what happened with them. They
Yeah.
were nobodies. New England was a bunch of nobodies. They've been to one Super Bowl before that, right?
One when they got destroyed by the '85 Bears.
right. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah. They've never really been that good
they
until
were
that
nobodies,
point.
and then Tom Brady came around, just boom.
Belichick, boom.
Now they're probably the best football franchise of all time. I would argue, possibly.
I mean, they're the team. It's quite the dynasty they've had
right.
the past decade or so. More
So
than that.
it's been about what
Over a decade.
17 years. Anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah, Leicester City, like amazing.
Amazing.
I
Alright.
hope we see more from them. To
Yeah.
explain.
Tweet explained, definitely.
Now this is a tweet that I've just been curious about ever since I saw it.
You're gonna have to narrow it down.
June 3rd, right? June 3rd. A woman just drove by Jimmy Boot Sauce. That's
It's Jared.
It's Jared. And I yelling, "Hey, Daddy!" At least I'm imagining the voice she said it in.
It was not something.
And then, what?
yeah, no.
Yeah,
What?
you.
That's right. I had
you,
Lil Jon.
You tweeted up with an image of Lil Jon, played by Dave Chappelle, in a classic sketch.
Classic.
What?
Yeah,
Pardon
no.
me, ma'am.
It was bizarre. You know,
I want to know the context. I want to know
When
what you were
you-
feeling. I want to know what you think
Look.
she was feeling. I want to know everything.
Jared and I don't go out a lot. Okay, when we do,
It's a darn shame.
we go out to like other people's places.
Or
We
to
don't
get
go out
food.
Yeah, we either go get food or we go hang out with friends. And so we're going to a friend's apartment just to hang out, and we're walking along the complex, and a car drives past us.
Is this Frank? Not Frank, right?
It's what?
Is it Frank's house?
No, it was not.
No, not
Not
Frank. Okay.
And this car just drives past us, and this lady's like, "Hey, Daddy," and Jared and I are just like, "What? What?
What?
What?"
What?
Okay.
It was just
Mind-boggling?
blindsided by it. We had to really stop walking for
Who-
a second and think about what the heck just happened.
Who was the Hey Daddy directed at?
I don't know.
If you had to guess.
I have no idea.
If it
Me.
was me, I was gonna say. You
I don't know.
got a huge ego, so. of
Jared
course.
was the one that was closer to her, so maybe it was directed towards Jared.
Did you get a good look at the lady?
No. It was
Oh.
pretty quick.
Interesting.
And I don't make a habit of looking at people as they drive by. I feel like it's weird, like I'm invading their privacy. But at that point, I probably should have, because it would have made things a little bit clearer,
Right.
you know?
Is there a possibility she wasn't even talking to you guys at all?
There's a possibility. There is. Although, no, there was nobody behind us.
So it was you guys.
It was just us.
She wanted you. She wanted one of you guys.
Well, somebody.
In a big
Either
way.
that, or she was really confused, and we looked maybe like her father or something. But
It's
you know,
I mean, you guys look like me. Like we look 12,
we
so
look
it's
like we're
doubtful.
12, so yeah, it's probably not that.
Doubtful.
But
That's
yeah.
pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. I would feel pretty good about that. I'm like, all right.
Alright.
That's my follow up. You know, how did the rest of the evening go?
Alright.
Oh.
It's good. It's, you know, some rambunctious people out there.
Ate some snacks, play some video games.
Who
It was
knows
fun.
what they're doing?
I mean,
It's
that
a
would
crazy world, man.
made like my entire afternoon. I'd be like, all
We
right.
played Dutch Blitz, if we must be honest. We played Dutch Blitz.
I don't know what that is.
It's a card game.
Ooh, I like card games.
It's like, it's not an old lady card game, but it's a card game. That should tell you how
Like Pinochle.
crazy we got that night.
Like Pinochle.
I've never played Pinochle.
Neither have I. Either way though, that's cool.
We live fascinating lives. What can we say?
I would feel pretty good about that. I'm just saying.
I'll take it.
Just saying.
I'll take it. All right? I'll take it.
Please.
All right.
To explain.
Tweet. Very much explained.
I was so curious about that too. I was like, I need the backstory on this because I don't know what I would say.
There's your backstory.
Thank you.
Right there.
Muchas gracias, sir.
This one, you know what? I first of all, I agree with this statement. Been saying it for years.
I'm nervous.
Just being honest. But I don't think Krispy Kreme donuts are that good.
Yeah.
There. I said it. I've had way better, and I fully endorse that tweet.
I've been about that my entire life. Ever since the first Krispy Kreme, I was like, you know what?
It's not that good.
Overrated. It's not like
It's overrated.
It's not like it's bad. Let's not go crazy and say they're a bad donut.
No, but
They're just not the best donut.
there's nothing about them that makes me
I
go,
mean-
whoa. It's all hype. All aboard the hype train.
I'm not a big fan of the glazed anyways, and that's their big thing. So maybe that's a little
I
bias
don't
there.
even like their glaze compared to other people's glaze.
So that's what I'm
It's
saying
a little
too.
too like.
It's
too glazed.
soft. It's too soft
Yeah.
because immediately put it in your mouth, it's like, wait, what happened? Where did it go? I didn't
Yeah.
even chew this.
It's like cotton candy.
Right. It's just like what?
That's another overrated thing.
Yeah, I've had way better, man. Way.
The donut wheel right
way
over
better.
here is rocking.
I even prefer Dunkin' Donuts to Krispy Kreme.
Dunkin' Donuts is good too. Very
I will
good.
tell you, the best donut I've ever had in my life, though, came from a bakery in Danville, Kentucky. Okay,
Okay.
these were cake donuts, and they were mighty fine.
Cake donuts.
Yeah.
You know, funny story about cake donuts.
Lay it
Matt
on me.
Davidson
Lay it
been
on
on
me.
the show.
I'm a
Plenty
fan
of
of Matt.
times.
I like Matt.
We
like Matt.
did the Star Wars Matt Stravaganza. It was right after he had eaten half of a family-sized Mama's pizza,
I
which
wish I was
is
there to see
roughly
that.
the pizzas are 2 feet wide in diameter, so he ate about half of that. And he was if you look at his face at the beginning of the video, he's pretty like checked out. He's focusing on what's going on here.
Yeah.
And then he opened up later on because he was talking about Star Wars and not Star Trek.
How dare you?
And he was getting all nerdy, and it was great. You guys were nerdy.
We had a good time.
And I was like, what?
We had a good time.
But he also we went to Donut Wheel, and he said, you know what, because he makes these weird food challenges. Matt, I love you if you're watching this. He makes these weird food challenges for himself, for us to watch. And he's always like, should I eat a dozen donuts? And we're like,
if you want to.
You know what?
If you want to, man.
He's like, I'm going to eat a dozen donuts. And we're like, okay, like, we're going to watch that. So he goes and orders a dozen donuts, but he gets like 6 cake donuts. 6 of them are like cake. And
It's
cake
very
donuts
filling.
are like solid. They're not airy as much as
No,
normal
they're
donuts.
not. Yeah.
Man, that boy was hurting after those 12. And he did it.
Wait, so that was after eating the pizza?
It was a few days after.
Oh, a few days.
It wasn't right
Okay.
after. That he
Impressive.
would be a superhuman. if we were
Impressive,
able to
yes,
do that.
impressive.
But that boy eats. But that, I mean, back to our original point, because tangent. Krispy Kreme, overrated.
Overrated. I
Has been
think
since day.
here's what it is. It's the automation of it. You can literally watch a conveyor belt and just go.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what? Nah.
it's like, I need these made with love, please.
That's why my favorite donuts have always been from small bakeries.
obviously
Always.
always.
I mean, in the hole in the holier in the wall, the better. I prefer the hole in the walls.
Hole in the walls.
I love them.
Endorsed by Fast Break Kids.
I love them. And I love donuts.
I've been making a lot of weird facial gestures at the camera. So, we talked about at the beginning of when we did our Mystery Science Theater, or Mystery Science Theater,
That
the
was-
first videos that we made.
That's a good one.
We would talk about how I wasn't making contact,
Yeah.
eye contact with the camera. For those of you at home, I mean, I'm doing it now. I'm getting comfortable. Maybe a little too comfortable. It's a little creepy for you.
Little too comfy.
But I think I've winked at the camera like 3 times tonight, so it's pretty good.
Man, I love donuts.
Oh yeah.
Wink.
So yeah, Tweet explained.
I mean, and just to back that up again even further. My favorite donut is a Boston cream, or like a Bavarian cream. Krispy Kreme's, man, just doesn't do it for me. And if my favorite donut from anywhere can't satisfy me, like that means you don't do donuts.
You just
You don't do donuts well.
You messed up somewhere along the line.
Agreed.
You messed up.
Agreed.
Sorry, Krispy Kreme.
So just
Just
not
when
my
I get
favorite.
that Krispy Kreme endorsement.
Nah, but Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey.
I don't drink your coffee,
Rock
but
solid.
man, I'll throw your donuts down any day of the week.
Yeah. Me and Jared have been angling for an EG's.
Oh man, that
You
Buffalo
know.
Ranch. I would shower
Just-
in that.
The Happy Gilmore. We got to do the Happy Gilmore style commercial where
I mean-
somebody either throws it into our mouths or shoots it or something and just shunk.
I would bathe in EG's Buffalo Ranch if that meant I could have a free sandwich.
That
So,
is really weird. But you know what?
You would do it too, and you know you would.
Buffalo Ranch? I don't think I would.
It's so good.
That doesn't entice me. Now, if we're talking about pizza fries.
I like the pizza.
All right. So, do you have any? Are we done?
I'm done. No more
We're
tweets.
done. We are done. So, I mean, there you have it. There's some of the stranger tweets that we've sent out into the Twitterverse, like we mentioned earlier.
We're spitting out hot fire like this all the time.
It's just gold, baby. It's gold.
All the time.
Mainly, I'm tweeting about the finals or the spelling bee
I'm tweeting about donuts.
or Copa America. I sent out a tweet today. It's pretty good.
Oh, your one about Uruguay was pretty nice
Copa
too.
America. But
That Uruguayan feeling.
now that I've got a smartphone, I can just use GIFs all I want.
Yeah,
and
GIFs
it's
are
just a
fun.
beautiful feeling.
Gifts are great.
Just like I've found technology finally,
Yeah.
and I've embraced it,
Yeah.
and it feels good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna not put my hands like this anymore. Thank you for watching and sticking with us.
I don't know what to do with
And
my
my
hands.
crazy facial expressions towards you and Josh's crazy hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Car ran real well.
The car
tonight.
ran real good.
And just a big hairy American winning machine. We've got a lot moving forward, like we mentioned. You know, we're hopefully gonna work out a remote
Oh,
that we can do at a
remotes.
multiple remotes.
Plural. Stay tuned.
Hopefully, do some skee ball in action, plus more. You never know.
Working on
We're
my
crazy. We like to keep it 200 here at the Fast Break Kids, and who knows? We might Mystery Science Theater another video soon.
About that time.
The possibilities are
Endless.
just like that. See, they see Jared and I are twins. No,
Synced
no,
up.
no, no,
Baby!
no, no. These two right
Synced
here.
up.
So yeah, follow us. If you want to follow Josh, follow him at J Adamovich. Oh wait, that's your job. Sorry. Follow him at.
Ajay Adamovich.
You can follow me at Wiley_Coyote12. And don't bother following Jared at all because he never tweets.
But if you feel so inclined, at Jimmy Boot Sauce.
At Jimmy Boot Sauce, obviously. I mentioned him in a tweet, so
We did.
maybe that counts for something.
Yeah, of course.
That counts he's involved. And yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe to the page. We've got 34 now. 34 subscribers. We love every single
Moving
one
on up.
of you.
Rising.
Even
Rising.
you.
Especially
That was
you,
another
actually.
wink. We are rising. Constantly rising. We're going to add to the board. We're going to do so much stuff. Just stick with us. The ride is going to be fun. We're only getting better, hopefully.
We're only getting
And
started.
come on back next time. Fast Break Kids. Keep it 200.